Hello, everyone, and welcome on over to the Unified Collegiate Fall League. We're ready to get into some good old collegiate Smash Brothers action. My name's Travesty, and joining me here onto the stream, you know, sometimes we get a little pretty handsome awkward. Instead, we got pretty handsome shattered over here. How you doing, guy?
How's it going, everybody? How's it going? Coming at you live from Orlando, Florida. Getting ready to catch some Smash Bros. Action.
Hey, that's what I'm here for. We're here for some Smash Bros. But before we get too ahead of ourselves, let's go ahead and run through the week in terms of some of the unified action that is constantly coming at you day in, day out, Monday through Friday. We start things off with Overwatch 2. Lock in your hero and see what you'll be able to do out there. On Tuesday, we play a little car soccer, Rocket League going right at you, some high octane action. And then Wednesday, it's time for some League of Legends. Mid, top, bot, Phil, it doesn't matter what role you play, you're all accepted here inside of Wednesdays. Thursdays, we go click, click, boom. And when we talk about click, click, boom, we're talking about clicking some domes. It's Valo. And then Friday, you already know the drill. It's time for some crew battles. It's time for some 5v5 warfare as we get ready for some Smash Bros.
This is a really packed schedule we got here. We got a lot of gaming action. Make sure you stay tuned to all the unified social media platforms, you know, by Twitch to get the ball rolling. I'm really excited for this match today. Really excited.
I'm very excited for it as well. It's going to be a fun one. As let's go ahead and before we get too crazy into it, since you talked about the matchup, let's take a moment to look at the bracket. As we can see, this is the very beginning of our journey here. We're going to be watching Radford and Mount Mary. So that is going to be our very first matchup that we are going to be watching here in our step into the playoffs. And you can see the line has been drawn. Every team is competing right here, except for MSUB. They're kind of just chilling. They got their legs kicked up. They're just waiting to see who comes out from Simpson and Winnoa.
So let's see. Let's look at this bracket here. We got Simpson. We got Winnoa. We got MSUB. We got Mount. We got Radford. We got Miami. We got GSU. We got Illinois. CU, and they're all competing for that grand final spot this bracket.
You already heard. You already know. It's going to be good to go. Radford University, though, and Mount St. Mary are going to be our featured matchup on the day. That's what we're going to be focusing on. 5v5 competition between these two squads. This is Crew Battle rules. If this is your first time being able to enter inside of it and check out Crew Battle and how exactly it likes to play out, it is set up. Each player comes in, 3 stocks to the name. Once you out of stocks, you out. Move. Get out your seat. Let the next player move on in. And then it goes into the next player. And you have a limited amount of stocks that goes throughout your entire team. Once you up out of your seat, there ain't no sitting back down. So you need to take as much out of the other team before you get out of your chair.
Absolutely. I love crew battle formats because like Super Smash Bros. Is typically a single player game. It gives you that team strategy, you know, like the order matters. Like if you send a Jigglypuff onto a character like Captain Falcon, it's gonna be a hard time. It's gonna be a hard time. So like it's definitely that's why I love the crew battle format. So it's gonna be really interesting with what character matchups we see.
I am here for it. Let's go ahead, and I'm curious on what the first matchup is going to actually end up being for us on the day, because over here, I don't know if you've watched Shattered. We have a lot of very unique players inside of it. A lot of unique picks coming in. The most populars, they don't make their way in here. I'm telling you this right now. We see a couple like Robs every now and then, but you know what? It's a lot of the sorties. It's a lot of, we've seen some Sephiroth. We've seen Ice Climbers. We've seen the Tims coming out from Yoshi players. We got that King K. Rool coming in. We got all sorts. The roster gets all of its playtime.
No, absolutely. I'm a personally, you know, I'm biased to the characters I like. I like me some Royce. I like me some Pyramithra. I like me some Young Links. Those are the characters I usually gravitate. I'm a big Ganondorf fan. Ganondorf with that side B suicide, that's some desperately really cool stuff. So it's really very much like the things that I like to enjoy, I like to watch.
My man Shattered is just like, yo, when they go off the ledge, that's my moment to strike. I run at them.
Listen, hey man, as a former Young Link main, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm retired. I'm not playing this game. I don't play this game competitively anymore. It's definitely something that, you know, I'm always looking forward to in that kind of stuff.
I feel it. Yeah, dude, I feel you. Me personally, I always end up gravitating towards characters. I'm a big RPG nerd, just in general. So any fighting game that takes guest characters, like in Tekken 7 when that dropped, and they dropped in Noctis, I was all about me some Noctis. I played Noctis just because I like Final Fantasy. Hey, guess what? I got a lot of options of Final Fantasy.
Don't get me started with Tekken, man. That's my game right there. Tekken
it's
my game.
Tekken Night win, Unified. Tekken Night win.
Oh, bro, I won't be here yapping. I'll definitely be on the sticks. You know what I'm saying? You know
There's gonna be money matching people off to the side.
Hey, I'm not that good. I'm not that good. I'm not that good.
Yo, hey man, hey, you wanna run the stick? I just dropped Heihachi, you know, like.
I'm a Hwoarang guy. The Hwoarang's my guy.
Okay,
I like me some Taekwondo.
I like it. I've been all into him ever since Tekken 3. Ever since he dropped.
I've been playing him since Tag 2, baby. We just roll.
I feel it, man. I'm ready to get into this game though.
No, absolutely.
If they keep going in there, we're gonna go down a rabbit hole. That's what's gonna happen.
We're just gonna talk about Tekken the whole night. There is a Tekken here in Smash though. Kazuya, it's a menace. He's an absolute menace in the Smash scene.
I don't think we've seen a Kazuya yet, though, inside of
I'm surprised.
This season. We've seen Terry Bogard.
Oh, I love
Bogard has made his way in.
My boy Terry Bogard. Actually, I have a lot of experience. One of my training partners back when I was in the varsity Smash team, he was a Terry Bogard. So, like, let me give you like a rundown of the team, kind of team that I had. Yeah. So I was in a team with a Joker, a Terry Bogard, a Sonic the Hedgehog, and a Lucina at some point.
It sounds like a very weeby team. I'm gonna be.
Oh yeah, no, it's a very much anime in this team.
I'm seeing all the different genres of anime bleed into this team.
Oh, for sure. And they're just me, you know, playing Young Link and Rocket and Roll, you know, where you can just shooting arrows and bombs and all that good stuff. But speaking of which, like I want to ask on it, who's your main? Who's the character you play in Super Smash Bros? I see you say you play anime characters. Who's your guy? Who's your go-to?
Probably Cloud. I like Cloud.
Cloud. I
I'm a
like
simple
Cloud.
man. I like the limit break mechanic. I like
Yep.
the fact that he does have like that weight that goes into him, right? I'm a big fan of it. Sephiroth's fun as well. I tend to gravitate towards the Fire Emblem characters as well.
Yep.
I used to play a lot of Robin, actually. That used to be a character I really enjoyed because before they started adding Final Fantasy characters into the mix, I was big into Robin. And
Yeah,
that
no.
was my big one. And I even had like this really cool wholesome story from like you remember where amiibos were like the must-have thing,
Yep.
Shatter?
Yep.
So at that time, I was working at GameStop at the time. I actually had a customer who knew that I loved Robin so much, and the fact that all the Fire Emblem characters were like the rarest amiibos you could get, they actually imported one straight from Japan for me. I was like, that's a real one. He was a customer. Like,
No, that's a, you know, when my diabolical brain, the first time that I dropped an amiibo was literally like when I bought one. It was the Minecraft Steve amiibo. He's fun. He was like, I was like, I'm gonna train a monster. I'm gonna literally make sure that the world knows the fear of Minecraft Steve for this amiibo.
I think people learned to fear Steve without any help. Like
Oh,
Steve
dude.
Steve was a terrifying force inside of Smash for quite a bit of time. Still is to this day.
Hey man, I'm from Central Florida. I competed in this scene. They call this the toughest scene for a reason. It's all a lot of Steves, a lot of Robs, a lot of Palutinas, a lot of those kind of characters, you know, in the brackets here. But it looks like
We're getting into it, right? There was a new
Yeah.
lobby, I believe, right?
yeah, there's a Lunavi. We're in there. We're in it to win it.
Yeah.
They're currently, as I can see, they're banning stages, so they're getting that rolling. So, you know, stage pick is important. If people do not know, the stage you pick, you take your opponent to is pretty important because like different stages have different blast zones. You got your tri-plats, you got your 2 platform stages.
Yeah.
My personal favorite is Kalos. That's my stage right there. Pokemon, Kalos, Pokemon League.
Dang.
That's my stage right there. When young, I was using the young, like I could just camp, just shoot arrows, have a great time. So like that would be my go-to stage.
I like both the Pokemon stages, to be honest with you. I just like both of them. I think they're both really good. PS is really good, and it's just a fun one. Fun fact: we've actually started on a Pokemon stage, I think, every week on stream. So I'm curious to see if that streak will continue.
Smash players really like Pokemon Stadium too because it's just a neutral stage. Everybody plays it. I'm low key. I'm gonna say a controversial take. You know, I personally I like the Sephiroth stage, Northern Cave. I think that stage should be legal. Low key, I think it should be legal. It's just Pokemon Stadium 2, or excuse me, it's just Kalos Pokemon League, but green. That's literally the only change. Like, that's one of my favorite stages. My favorite stages to play on, and I play with the homies every now and again. I just play casually nowadays. I don't. No more competing for me.
Yeah, no. I feel that. There's something genuine about like loading into a Smash lobby with like all of your homies, and you're just like, all right, we're gonna just pick a stage. I don't care what the stage is. It could move for all we care. We could be playing on Pokemon floats. But here we go. We're gonna go into our first matchup. It's a Cloud versus Lucina.
So yeah, it looks like we got Cloud versus Lucina. It seems like we got Cloud by the side of Radford, then Lucina by the side of St. Mary. So free stocks at the board for each of our individual players here. We got 78% already. This Cloud is using those up airs to create that distance and create that space.
Is absolutely doing fantastic word with that, and also hitting those cross slashes, baby. Looking for him. Has that limit break possibly ready, so it's a big hit that is just waiting to be unleashed. And good block coming out from the Lucina.
No, absolutely. Like I love just the Cloud is just trying to find that up smash to clear that stock, but nice recovery. Cena, you know, very key important thing about Smash. You gotta keep that stage control, gotta keep that center stage. Cloud doing a really good job. Find out if that back air might take the stock here. You have to look for the edge guard, and there's one stock there on the side of Radford.
I love that. Going out there and kind of zoning them off of the ledge, being like, you think you're going to get back up here? Well, your recovery is not going to be enough inside of it. And this ledge guard has been really, really good from this Cloud. They've been doing a great job. Their percentage really hasn't budged ever since they've gotten this little swing of momentum, and they've just been doing great work with it.
Absolutely. The Rob is definitely the Cloud is usually taking like just keeping his center stage, making sure he controls the momentum. He's trying to find a way to just get in there and just talking about the cross slash coming out, starting a little bit of limit break, making sure he gets that blue man ready and rocked and loaded. Using the projectiles, and again another stock. We got a 2-stock lead here for Radford.
Yo, this is really good. Riled over here has been putting in the work on the matchup, has really just constantly putting in that pressure. And you gotta take into account those side Bs that they've been using on to apply pressure. And the fact that every time the Lucina tries to go for offense, the counter attack is vicious.
No, absolutely. Like Cloud is like one of my favorite characters to watch. If you watch competitive Smash, Fargo is a literal goat at this character. People thought this character was bad. Like, they dropped like down there. Takes that last stock.
Yo, that is big. 3 stocks wiped out by this Cloud. Absolutely came in here, said, yo, I did a little pregame grinding to make sure I was prepared for this. Y'all are gonna have to send in a final boss to be able to deal with this Cloud. 3 stocks to the name still, and they looking good.
No, that was absolutely amazing gameplay here from the Cloud. Like, he was just rocking and rolling, making sure things were going good. Like, he kept good stage control, get good stage pressure. Like, absolutely amazing.
Good stuff. Let's see what the answer is. Now, with 3 stocks on Cloud, I am curious on what the response would be, actually, if you're looking at this and saying, yo, what do I do?
I would camp him out, Loki. Bust out your Rob, bust out your projectile character, just camp him out. Make sure you don't. Hey man, you gotta
don't say Rob. Don't curse a Cloud over Rob, man.
Listen, man, you gotta do what you gotta do to win, man. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, don't have a Rob on your team. It's fine.
Oh, I think this is absolute. Oh no, I think this is worse.
Is it worse? I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I don't know what. Oh, hey, yo, we got that belly.
Yeah,
representing Florida, King K. Rool.
Yeah, bro. Yo, yes, the Gators from Florida. Let's go. But yeah, here we go. We got this. They're absolutely just going straight at it. Like I was telling you before, those projectiles might cause a problem here for Cloud. Just to close that stage, but Cloud is going in there, not giving a care in the world, to making sure he's using those that would have spiked, that would have popped off. So right now, Cloud is keeping that center stage.
You gotta do it.
He's definitely keeping that center stage, not letting him recover. Is he going to go for the finishing touch here with the downbeat Achilles? No, he's just using that backer to create that space with the dash attack. Right.
Just constantly doing a good use of the limit break. That air slash going on through, cutting him on up. I like this. He's being aggressive to this heavy character who has such great recovery, saying, nah, son, you don't get to recover for free. But DK Roll is doing a good amount of chip up once they get back up onto the stage.
I just absolutely love the stage control this Cloud has. Like, he's not letting King K. Rool get any offense in and just keeping that center stage. And when he loses it, he repositions himself. It'll be like an absolutely good fat. So it's looking really like things are in the favor of Mount St. Mary.
Yeah, St. Mary's doing just a good job for themselves. Mount St. Mary's doing a good job. This one player in general is just making sure to run the gambit. And this King K. Rool, they're at a dangerous part, but remember what we were just talking about. This is a heavy character with great recovery. Being in the red zone, being in the danger zone is not as much of a handicap as you may think. Look at that. Normally, a character would go flying, but the King K. Rool said, nah, son, I ate my protein. I'm feeling good.
Yeah, no, and absolutely the upbeat takes it, but like I was just going to mention rage mechanic. So like when you have a lot of percentage, you build up this rage, you see the smoke on the character, you get absolutely devastating amount of damage, but the down throw into up tilt creates the stock.
So Cloud just got plastered onto the screen. Many people just took a screenshot right there as they were just like, hey, yo, Cloud, you're all up close and personal. But
that
King K. Rool getting hit. That
spike
was nasty.
Yeah. No, this Cloud, like, I absolutely love this. Mount St. Mary Cloud. He's just keeping it safe control, keeping that center stage, making sure he does not let the King K. Rool get past him. He's looking really good on the side of Mount St. Mary.
Cross slash coming into. Look, the percentage is looking good. It's looking clean. This King K. Rool cannot find his feet. He is a king that just got his crown, but he's looking to be dethroned at this rate as this cloud is just God sweeping up in his face.
I need to hit this. I'm gonna need to hit this player up because he literally ran up, spot dodge, grabbed the crown, and then up and then the up smash right there. Like he's playing absolutely immaculate, almost taking down two players from Radford's side with only one stock.
That is just good economics right there. I don't care who you are. You don't need a degree to be able to understand that one. But you know what, Mountain St. Mary, they say, won't get my degree while I teach you guys exactly what it means. Look at the numbers. They're getting depleted. Great throw, and he's got that limit break.
No, limit break online. Oh, unfortunately, it went away just as he was going to go with the blade beam. But, still in the lead, the nice, comfortable 74% here for the Cloud, 124 for the King K. Rool. And this might be one more smash attack or strong interaction, and this may be wraps for the King K. Rool.
Yeah, the King K. Rool needs to find a way in. They need to find that throw. They need to find something to ground and pound the competition. But this Cloud has been mulching them on upset. Gator meat looking good for
oh my goodness!
The cannon, the blunderbuss.
Yeah, all right. Hear me out. This Cloud is cracked. This Cloud is cracked. Like he's doing, like he not only teched the blunderbuss at 120%, which is really hard to do. He immediately repositioned themselves in back air to secure the stock. That's absolutely amazing.
This Cloud, I'm telling you, this Cloud went off and grinded before getting on stream. They went and they said, you know what, there's about to be a meteor crashing down or something like that. I'm just gonna go over here. I got a couple toads I need to go take care of, grind up some XP and get my ultimate weapon. Like this is a Cloud that's crafted and ready for battle.
Bro, this guy was just probably on Elite Smash before this. Like he was just like, I'm just gonna grind out these sets. I'm just gonna grind out this and get that ball rolling. But it looks like, so currently Radford's down 2 players. Now this is a little worrisome from in the crew battle format, because remember, once you're out, you're out. You need to make sure that Radford needs to make sure the next player they send can guarantee at least to eliminate this Cloud so they can alleviate for their next opponent.
No, this is Crew Battles. It gets to this interesting spot, right, where we talked about strategy many times, and we've talked about like how good is it to just send out like one of your heavy hitters right off the get-go, like be like, yo, you're our point man, you're gonna wipe out their stocks, right? Because it also is just like morale. You got a hit on you, right? Like everybody's going back. The people get up out of the chair and they look over to the teammate and like, hey man, I need you to take care of that Cloud. I'm sick of them. I'm sick of seeing them. I hate blonde hair protagonists. I hate them. Like that is going to be the situation that you're putting the other team through, because now they're tits. They gotta hit that gamer lean. They gotta be on the edge of their seat. They're gonna be sitting there with their shoulders slouched down and everything. You gotta get in the game.
No, absolutely, Lo. So like, I've been in this situation many a times. So when I was playing competitively, we would be down 2 players. And we just tell my boy, was the Terry player, I'm like, all right, man, you gotta clean this up for us, man. We're out here, we're having this is a real bit of a rough start. So like we gotta get going. But it seems like they're strategizing to see who is the next player gonna come out.
Yeah, I think the most important thing, especially like in collegiate esports, just in general, a lot of people do talk about the strategy, and I like to play the devil's advocate of like, yo, it doesn't matter what you got. Just play what you're comfortable with at this stage, right? Don't get caught up in the flow of trying to counter pick as well, right? Like we talked about the Cloud counter pick and how that could be a possible thing. Yo, if sometimes somebody points out something that you're not just that comfortable with, maybe the team's not as comfortable with it, and that could be a bit of a problem. But what's worse is making yourself uncomfortable, because that's something that you can't take back.
I believe in the player counter pick, not the character counter pick.
Yeah.
I believe in, as an individual, you have to make sure, okay, what am I comfortable with? Okay, what is it going against this character? Is my mental better than this other player's mental. Let's get in it. So it looks like we're getting into the match here. Looks like we got a Toon Link, a little bit, similar to Young Link, just a little bit there. No, Radford saying now they're mad. Make sure to get ready. So one stock's down. Make sure to get the Dayton is on and the match is ready.
Here we go. And I want to ask you, Shattered, you were talking about, you said you like that Toon Link. You know what? How you feeling? You see this matchup. This is a very interesting one for me because I feel like you can get the upper hand on this Cloud, but we've seen this Cloud be so aggressive.
So you gotta, like I was saying before, you gotta camp. You cannot, there is no point in boxing him. And right now, if you saw, he was trying to make sure he read an option, but absolutely not the play there because he was trying to up B out of shield. But again, if you were any other of the links, it probably would have been a good choice. But he was just a little too far to get that going. But no, you just gotta do what Raptor was doing right now. It's just camp. Make sure you use your projectiles and use all those utilities you have in hand. But this Cloud is not letting them create space.
Yeah, no. That's a big thing, right? Like, you really want to build up this game with these boomerangs, it looks like. And check out what this Cloud's doing. He's just juggling them up in the air. He doesn't even have that move inside this game. He's just sending them sky high.
Yo, up B out of field is a devastating tool. It's a devastating tool to just rack up percentage. This Cloud knows how to use it very well, but the Toon Link just trying to use its projectiles and manage to create that space, but this Cloud is not letting this slide. 126% on the board. This could be the stock right here. If the Cloud does the perfect edge guard, he's making sure he's taking that position. Blade beam come out and whip. And unfortunately, this is the Youngling was trying to get the side beam to forward air combo, but they didn't quite land.
Slice, but now 50-50 trying to not leave it up to chance, doing a good job controlling the center area of the map yet again. We praised this in the King K Rule matchup. We're seeing it yet again, the pressure that's being created, and that boomerang, it will come back to you. But return to sender, you got a sword getting slapped across your face as well.
All right, we're in a pretty tough spot here. We're currently, this is about to be 3 players down for Radford, and Mount St. Mary still has all of their guys. This is a pretty tough situation. They got next player they send out has to be a contender to just wipe this team as strong as they can.
Boss Nets. There's 2 stocks still to the name. This Toon Link might just be looking like, yo, I gotta get rid of one stock. They get rid of one. Another stock traded, but is it enough? A steep task is now ahead of them at 85%.
The good thing is this gives Cloud another stock. Any stocks the Cloud takes here, it's just extra credit. It's quite literally he's getting his A+ on his report card. He's trying to get those teachers' praises. He's trying to make sure he's look at me. I'm taking all these stocks for my team.
This Cloud is trying to get on the valedictorian list. I don't know, man. This Cloud is out here excelling beyond belief, and you can only look at Mount St. Mary and you go, what else is hiding in behind the team when this Cloud is this clean?
No, absolutely. But it seems like I was about the caster curse. I just thought about it, and the caster curse got implemented. I was gonna say that the Toon Link was creating excellent space there, but that dash attack closes the distance.
Yo, that was a full course meal that's being presented here by this Mount St. Mary. Yo, you hungry? You eating good tonight? Good old Smash being played.
We definitely eating good, man. We definitely eating good. This is an absolutely amazing matchup that's going on here. I honestly if this is what they got with their first player, I cannot wait to see what else we got. I cannot wait. If this even if this Cloud stock gets eliminated right here, Mount St. Mary is absolutely hooking.
Yeah, they've already got their highlight. They've already got their highlight reel moment, right? This player is gonna be like, hey, yo, I gotta go back, get these clips off of the stream, I gotta go put that in my reel, you know what I'm saying? I got people looking out. I got energy drink sponsors to go get, But yeah, hey, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. And yo, now we have a new storyline. Is Zelda enough to deal with this Cloud?
All right.
Not worked at all.
I have some experience in this matchup. I have seen this matchup play out. If the Zelda player uses the Knight, uses the Phantom, this is gonna be really tough for Cloud. I see a Zelda on my screen, I run. I'm afraid.
Well, this cloud goes in immediately. Look at this, immediately running in there saying, yo, what kind of hands you got?
I can already tell that Zelda knows what's up because he's trying to get that Phantom out there. He's trying to use those combos, trying to get those connections. Just like the dangerous part about Zelda is that grab and that teleport and all the moves that she has right now, building that wall. And if the forward smash would have gotten, it would have connected, would have been probably it there for Cloud.
Yeah, but watch out, Cloud does have limit available for themselves, so all it takes is one good swing. You just gotta cleave through 94%. You take another stock here, you're feeling so very many nice. And there's great recovery
right
here.
there, as he was saying in another stock from the St. Mary, Radford needs to pick it up. Like this Zelda, so if this Zelda gets his act together, I believe they can really make this into an even game, but they need to eliminate this Cloud as soon as possible.
Yo, these fireballs gotta hit though. They throwing them out there, but they whiffing every single time. This Cloud making that debt saving throw every single time is completely evading. And look at this in and out. It's just completely punishing.
This Cloud, like, is this Spargo in disguise? Is this what's going on? Is this Spargo in disguise? But no, absolutely crushing it. I'm not gonna sleep on the Zelda though. The Zelda's trying to do every other option. Just the timing is a little off with the others. Bro, give this man the valedictorian. Give this man all the awards. This man is absolutely cooking here for St. Mary.
Goodness, just hit him with a raw cross slash as well. Immediately, as soon as they get back down on the ground, the Zelda touches their feet to the ground. Nothing saved. But there you go. Finally, the Cloud has been eliminated. The sun will peek through, but Radford, has the damage been done?
No, so like as the sun may shine on Radford again, but as we see, 4 stocks, they only have one other player left. Wow, Mount St. Mary has a whole 4 squad left. They still have a whole squad of players. Like, it is definitely an uphill battle that we got going.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm gonna be real. I can already see like the mentality of like, players would look over and be like, yeah, it's over. It's done.
No, it's
There's
never
no
over.
coming back.
It's never over.
Guys, this Cloud ran through all those stocks. Who's to say somebody from Radford cannot do the same thing? Just say it.
No, I mean, like, if Radford might have like a hidden demon in there that they're gonna just wipe out all these stocks, but
just
like
waiting in the anchor, you know?
Absolutely. But like, this is an uphill battle. Like, this is definitely you got 4 other guys that you gotta take out. You know, it is definitely a competition here, but I've seen it happen. I've seen it many a times. One player down, the anchor absolutely cooking the rest of the team and securing that victory. But we'll see who moves on to that round 2 of this playoff.
We've all had those moments where we've been playing any of your favorite fighting games, whether it be Tekken, Mortal Kombat, you know, Blaze Blue. You go in, you log in, and you say, yo, I'm playing that arcade mode. It's feeling good. I made it through everything. I get to the final boss, and all I am to this final boss is floss in between their teeth. You know what I'm saying? Like, that final boss energy is something that cannot be ignored. We've all been there. Every fighting game fan has been there. You know, you can have an easy ride to the top, but it doesn't matter if you get kicked right back down.
Listen, man, Akuma, and Tekken, like, things, but, you know, it's things that you have to be very careful, very much consistent of what things are going on. But, you know, absolutely, we have to see absolutely things are coming through. But I genuinely feel that Radford still has a chance to bring this from the jaws of defeat.
Yeah, there's always an opportunity. The sun is shining. No longer is it a cloudy day outside. You've got peaks of sunshine. The ray comes upon you. You got sunshine on a cloudy day. Can you make the most out of it? Can you clear away the bad weather? Or is this just a case of maybe, you know, St. Mary's is just time to go back to Pokemon. We got a cast form. We're going to go ahead and do another rain dance, and you're just going to have to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they could just turn around and bring up anything. Remember, this is a Zelda who has to fight with 1 stock. And honestly, Zelda kind of fits a niche for me. I like the fireballs. I like the phantoms. But in terms of, like, general playstyle and general matchups, right? Like, it could be a hard time, especially with some of the more popular characters out there.
No, I mean absolutely. Like Zelda's definitely like a niche character and definitely a very technical character. But you know who's not technical, who's not niche? It's Wolf, man. Everybody's seen a Wolf out here. You know what he's about. He's gonna hit neutral B, hit you with that laser,
Yeah.
with the hit you with the parry, and it's gonna be an outcome. Interesting challenge to see how Radford brings us back.
You know, look at him giving us a little howl right beforehand. He gives us a woo, you know what I'm saying? Give the crowd a little treat, but here he goes, waiting on that Phantom to come on through. Zelda doing a great job already. This fireball is
he's absolutely. No, again, it's what I'm telling you, man. You cannot sleep on Zelda. Zelda is a set play style character. Once she sets up shop, you have to watch out. Don't get caught that instant. But right now, you know,
you can't do anything about this, though, right? Like, barrel roll is not technology that works for you inside of this game. It's a sacred technique. Even Wolf has to take note of. And look at this Phantom constantly covering their horizontal, covering that neutral, so that way they can just throw fireballs at will, casting them. They don't got no spell slots. They can throw them out as much as they like.
No, absolutely. Like, you know, you got that Phantom, you got them fireballs, you got all these things going. Like, it is absolutely just a wall to say the least about all these projectiles. And this Zelda's not going to get shit. But right now, like, it looks like St. Mary is trying to just clear out the Zelda stuff because they know they're in deep trouble if they keep this ball rolling. I almost want some desperate attempts here. The laser's coming out, but I guarantee to stop forward there. Almost guarantees 173%. 100 up smash.
Oh!
Takes that stock right there.
Absolutely nasty. Had enough with it. Hits the vertical drop kick right to the chin. Just send him up to the sky. No Lion Barrage needed. Mount St. Mary, they're able to take out the Zelda that looked like they were getting the momentum. And now here it comes. Do or die. It's looking dire for Radford University. They were able to take one stop before they go, but uphill battle now commences.
No, it's definitely like, you know, when you're in the anchor position, it's definitely do or die mode. You gotta lock in. You got what, 12 stocks to take away? That's a tall order. But I've seen it done. I've seen it many a times where from this almost defeat, they bring it back into an even game or even a victory. But we'll see what Radford can do against Mount St. Mary.
Chad, I gotta ask you a personal question then, since you have gone through that competition and whatnot in Smash and have this experience in crew battles. What's your favorite position to be inside if you're in a 5v5 squad and you're like, you just want to be in the middle?
I listen, man. Like, I was anchor one time. This is my shining. This is my shining moment in my competitive career. We were fighting against the University of Guam. Now, if you know, Guam is all the way in like almost close. It's closer to Brazil or Australia than it is to us. So I'm in Florida fighting against a PowerPoint presentation internet, and I was just I literally had my teammates whisper in my ear, just camp, and that's what happened. That's how we secured that victory against Guam. I like to be middle, but man, that anchor position is absolutely crazy.
Well, here's the thing. You got right now what we're and this is a good segue actually, because now we got that anchor position versus the middle, right? Like, this is the middle. This is the person who would want to be in your preferred situation here, Shattered, who's coming in here, who's going to be sitting up here. They're waiting for who's next, right? They're watching this matchup between the final player and then the first player, right? That middle player is sitting here in the wings, and I do wonder, right? Like, got this matchup with the Wolf. You got the possible raid boss. It's a Princess Peach. Not what I normally call a raid boss, but yo, those hits don't lie.
Brother, do not sleep on the Peach, bro. Do not sleep on the Peach. Those combos can go crazy with the turnips and all that kind of stuff. So I would not, like, listen, man, I do not sleep on any character in this video game. Like, even Ganondorf, all the characters I'm scared of. But like, as you can see, this Peach is like using those turnips in there. Although Wolf does have an advantage with that reflection.
do. Yes, they do. Try to hold the Toad hostage for a moment there. They need to make sure their song is playing. They need to make sure they're hearing those peaches, peaches, peaches in the background. Make sure they're ready for it. This character does have great recovery and whatnot. And like you said, those combos, you know what? If you've been labbing on Peach, you are not going to be slouching. That's for sure.
Listen, if I can see you do float cancel, I'm putting my controller down. I'm pulling my controller down. I'm like, it's over. It's over. It's back. I'm gonna get absolutely cooked. But it seems like, the wolf here is taking this nice calm approach. He's like, I'm chilling, bro. My team has 11.
Oh.
That's what we call a misinput trap. That's what we call a misinput. But but he's chilling because like as long as he gets one stock, which he's getting here now, he makes it absolutely much easier for his teammates.
Yeah, done your job. It's 0-0 now. And with one stock left, right, you can play a war of attrition. You can play it slow and steady like you talked about. You have so many more resources to play around with than what Radford does. They have 2 stocks to the name. Mount St. Mary, you got 10.
No, absolutely. That's one of those things where you have to keep in mind all the time that like you are fighting for your life here. Radford is fighting for the right to stay in this bracket, but not get sent to losers. And the unfortunate self-destruct there is going to get them to their last stock here for Radford University.
Yeah, just took a gander down Heartbreak Avenue. It's the place they stop and think of you. Radford, you're down to 1 stock. 1 wolf ahead of you. You gotta conquer this foe, and then you've got the tall task of 9 other stocks, 3 other players to be able to deal with. Can this Peach do it? This percentage is climbing up.
Yeah, man, 116%. Well, the benefit of having a percent climb is that you have that rage factor, but like that rage factor obviously resets once this match is over. Like again, this is a very tall order here from Radford University, but and Mount St. Mary not getting even the slightest chance to that victory though. 140%. 1 strong attack from Wolf and Brad here for Radford.
Good stuff with the turnips, the hip throws, right? We've seen some great neutral game coming up from this Peach, but it's the counter attack that keeps getting them, and this slow and steady has chipped this Peach down. You can't just throw your hip out like that.
That dash attack seals the fate here for Radford University. Going to the losers bracket, Mount St. Mary coming out on top.
Mount St. Mary coming out on top, only having to show 2 players inside of the series too, right? Like Cloud and then a Wolf was able to take down.
Like other teams were. If other teams wanted a VOD review and be analyzing this data here, they're gonna have a hard time. They're gonna only see two out of this potential 5 players. Is absolutely. I'm gonna call it now. Mount St. Mary is my favorite to win the game, the whole series. I'm gonna call it now.
Chat. I'm gonna be real with you. You wanna know what? If anybody's VOD reviewing this right now and they're like, "What can I do for a weakness?" Right? What do I need to bring to the Nets game? Chat. I'm about to show you right now. Be ready. Be prepared. It's top secret information I'm about to show you. You need to bring your hands. You gotta bring them hands in here. You gotta make sure that you're ready for it, because they're gonna throw hands with you inside this series. You ain't gonna be slouching. Don't have cold fingies. Don't have any of that. Make sure you got your warm-ups. Make sure you got your reps, because this squad's gonna be right up in your face.
No, absolutely. Mount St. Mary, an absolute unit of a team that we have to watch out for in the next year series. Well, let's say. But right now, Mount St. Mary is up and still moves on to the next round. And the other team gets sent to a loser round. But they still have chance. They still got that chance. They might get that run back at grand finals. So, let's see. Anything can happen. Anything can happen.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing, right? You and me, we both like fighting games.
Yeah.
We both like them with a passion. We both have played them. We've both casted them now. We've both organized for them. We've done all these different things inside of them. How many lower bracket demon runs have you and me seen? Just do all games and everything.
Listen, bro. You know this guy called Mena RD? You know this guy called Mena RD? I've seen that man done some demonic losers runs. Absolute crazy losers runs. So I've seen some things that you have never imagined.
But let's go ahead and get ourselves ready. We're going to get ourselves set up for an interview So let's
Ooh.
go ahead and see if we get a moment to talk to you about St. Mary for a moment. I believe we're going to have Wawa inside for an interview. I believe they were the wolf inside the last one. So make
Gotta
sure you
have
do
a
not touch
Wawa.
any. Gotta have your Wawa. But let's go ahead and get ourselves ready to go. We'll take a short break while we get set up for the interview. So don't touch that browser. Sweet. We'll be right back. everyone, and welcome on back to the Unified Collegiate League. We're in our 2020 fall playoff season over here for some Smash. And yo, I'm Travis C. I'm joined here with Shatter, and also I got the victorious Wawa. How is it going, brother?
It's amazing, man. It's amazing. Very good game. Very, very nice. Oh my goodness.
All right, Wawa, I gotta talk to you about your teammate, bro. That Cloud, bro. He was going
Oh, yeah.
absolutely crazy, bro. Talk to me about your homie right there.
Dude, that is our favorite enhanced PV freshman this year. This kid is just phenomenal. We love him to death. Great kid, honestly. Great kid all around, and I'm just a fantastic player. It's like I got to learn, like, just for him being like, I'm a junior, mind you. I'm just a junior right now, and he's only a freshman, and I think that he's taught me so many things. It's crazy to think. It's like just, someone's so young and he's so talented, but yeah, no, I mean, he is just a phenomenal player overall.
No, absolutely. Another question I got for you. So you got so I see you're Wolf, you're cooking, you're doing the thing. What is usually like your routine? And what's the thing you do before you get into a match like this?
I got you. Just like for like training, or just like when I'm in a match and stuff like that.
Yep.
Yeah, I think when it comes to training, a lot of it's just kind of, getting muscle memory down, trying to do, feel fair, getting the back airs and stuff like that, making sure I can get my BMBs down. I like to work on my recovery a little bit afterwards, just make sure, I'm being safe about my side B, making sure my angles for up B, they're looking nice and everything. But yeah, it's just a lot of that, just a lot of rinse and repeat, and just try to get that muscle memory going.
Yo, let me ask, why Wolf though? What gravitated you towards Wolf? What made you say, yo, this is my character? Was it like you had a thing against bots, or well, where did it all spark?
Dude, don't we all? No, so it's funny. Going into this year, it was between two characters. Wolf was actually a bit more of a recent pickup for me. Always started playing him around, oh goodness, I think it was like March or April of this year. Beforehand, straight Lucario main. Loved Lucario. And I just decided, like, unfortunately, like, I was having a lot of fun with him, but, just the results weren't getting there. I just felt like I needed to really work on my fundamentals a little bit. And I think Wolf gives me, like, a better opportunity to do so. So, sometimes I do like to sprinkle a little bit of Lucario in where I can, just maybe cover some matchups I'm not so happy dealing with like Wolf with sometimes. But for the most part, I've just been, just on the straight Wolf grind.
No, Wolf is a really good character, really high up there on the tier list.
Absolutely.
How are you feeling now that you're advancing to this round 2? Do you think you guys gonna go undefeated all the way to grand finals?
Dude, honestly, I'm just hyped that, like, I'm doing as well as I mean, like, tell me, like, even last year, obviously before I was in the MAEC, I was always having a little bit of trouble, like, kind of keeping my cool in the game and stuff like that. But I'm finally feeling like I'm in my groove now, and I'm really hoping we can take it all the way. But yeah, I mean, I can't wait to play whoever's next. Unfortunately, I haven't checked the bracket in a second, so I'm excited to see who our next opponent is. I'm hoping we can keep it going.
I gotta ask about the program statement, Mary. Like, we got to see two of the players. All right. Well, can you give us a little bit of flavor? Can you sprinkle a little seasoning on this real quick? Because y'all were serving a full course meal with just two of y'all. Y'all got three other people in the kitchen still working away. What do we got? What's the texture? What's the flavor looking like?
Oh yeah, we got a nice little lineup. We got YC. He's a good friend of mine. We're actually roommates, funnily enough. It's always fun playing around. He plays a lot of fun characters. He's playing. We go through like the Rob. He kind of also helps me cover some matchups. I think sorties sometimes are kind of an issue for me sometimes. So both he and also my other teammate Ferdinand von Ager. They both play sorties pretty well. I like them a lot. And then we got Robert Plummy. He's our mainstay Pikachu main, amazing rat.
You can't just call him a rat like that, man. You can't defend him.
Nah, bro. Nah, he's a rat. Pikachu mains are rats, bro. Pikachu mains are rats.
Hey, no disrespect to him. No disrespect to him. He's just a little guy.
Little bro. Little dude.
They're laughing right now. They're laughing at me.
Yeah, I know, man. Bro. I mean, bro. I mean, I gotta tell you that you got these things cooking up. What would you say is like you see in the bracket, you look at the school. What's a school that you're like, ooh, I want to fight these guys. I want to make sure
Oh man,
we get rocking and rolling.
I think the two schools that I really want to fight, I would say I really want to try running it back with Michigan. I feel like unfortunately this my performance on that one, it wasn't up to my liking. I hope I can get a little more done. I think the only other college, Illinois College, I'd love to get the chance to fight them. Unfortunately, some scheduling stuff happened and we weren't really able to get to them the first time. But I'm really excited to play those two.
Hey, yo. It's time for some runbacks, it sounds like. Well, yo,
Mhm,
I'm going to leave
mhm.
you to it. Wawa, before we let you go, any shout outs you want to give to anybody who has been watching? Because you guys had some support, some love being shown down there in the chat.
Yeah, no, I just want to say thank you to my teammates. Thank you to my coach Zeke. Thank you to our director Michael Hansen. And thank you so much to Mount St. Mary's University for letting me have this opportunity.
Heck yeah! Alrighty.
How
Well,
about it?
Travesty, what we got? What we got going next?
Well, right now, we're going to say goodbye to Wawa. Thank you for coming in for the interview. You make sure you take care of yourself, and we will catch you on the flip side, hopefully further on down inside the upper bracket.
Perfect. All right, y'all have a wonderful rest of your night. All right.
Do the same. Do the same. That
Alright.
being said, that's where we close it out on that. Yo, that was good. I love getting to talk to the players. The players are so cool. We actually haven't had. I think we've only had one interview, if we've had any at all, for Smash. So it was actually really good to pick the brain of these players inside of crew battles, because you and me have talked about it. We've kind of broed out behind the scenes about fighting games, where it's just like it's a different feel whenever you get to talk. It's some brotherly love that comes in, so it's always good to get to talk to a player who's in that team setting when it comes down to a fighting game.
I mean, no, absolutely. Because like usually, if you're playing the League of Legends, you're playing the Rocket Leagues, you're playing the thing. You always communicating with your homies. You're always in the trenches together. But like in a fighting game fashion, you gotta be like you're watching your homie, fighting in this one-on-one fashion. Then after the match, you group up and be like, this is cool. You done wrong. This is what you did correct. This is how you can improve. That crew battle format is just absolutely crazy for that purpose.
It's something that you can't prepare for until you get into the pool and start swimming. Find out if you sink or swim. But before we go ahead and close things out, I do want to remind everybody, if you enjoyed the collegiate action on the day, let me just go ahead and give you a quick reminder. We have ourselves games Monday through Friday. You talking about esports? Yo, I got esports for you for days. Overwatch 2 on Monday. Tuesday, we got Rocket League. Wednesday, League of Legends. Thursday, Valorant. And then Friday, as you just saw, because today is Friday. Good news to everybody watching, if you didn't already know, it's Super Smash Bros. Ultimate coming in here on Friday to end off the week. We got games going on. This schedule keeps riding until November 8th, where everything is going to coincide. We'll have everything finishing off. It brings a tear to my eye that it's so close to being done, but that is the broadcast schedule on the day. And if we could, let's go ahead and take another quick look at the bracket, if that is possible, because I do want to kind of showcase what the journey is. We did just see Radford did end up losing out there, so they're going to drop down. You'll see they will actually end up going over to A8, it looks like. So they'll be over there waiting for their competition to be able to come in there hot and ready. While you see Mount, they have possibly that MSU matchup they were looking for, while MSU is still waiting for their competitors, Simpson, Manoa. Who will it be? MSU don't know, and they're going to have to be prepared and ready, because the next level of competition, they already got targets set on them.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's one of those things. Like right now, we also were waiting on Miami versus GSU, seeing how that goes. We got Illinois and CU. I'm more excited for those matches. But yeah, no, this is looking like a pretty stacked playoff bracket. I'm really happy for the grand finals, man. I hope our boys in Mount go make it all the way. But I'm really happy to see all the rest of these matches.
Already playing favorites. I see you, Shattered. I see you, man.
Hey man, listen. I see good game. Hey man, listen. I'm really hype about good sound fundamentals, man. If you got because you can you can play Super Smash Brothers, but if you can keep that center stage edge guard and make sure you just keep that pressure, I'm like, ooh, chef's kiss.
Well, we'll already see who has made Shattered head over heels for him. But I will end off the stream. I want to give a shout out to my boy Shattered for coming in here quickly on short notice. Coming in here, came in with that DBZ drip ready to go and said, yo, I powered up before stream. You didn't hear it. He was sitting over there. Look, he even got the hat. He capsized. I had to gather all the Dragon Balls to be able to get a co-caster as phenomenal as this one. So thank you, Shattered, for coming on in, charged up and ready to go. And shout outs to our production team as always, our back team coming in here as always. Zephyr, we got Mac, who's been out there doing the fine work into the back end. You got Ramsey over there. Yo, shout outs to all of them. But that being said, Shattered, what you got? I see that mouth open.
I was about to say, I gotta shout out one part. I gotta shout out you, Travis. You were absolutely wonderful to cast with. You were absolutely cooking. So let's give a round of applause here for Travis. He was absolutely cooking in this broadcast.
Yo, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. That being said, yo, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for supporting Collegiate Esports. We'll catch y'all next time. Take care and have a great night.
Thank you.